Today is Tip Tuesday. I'm going to give you some pointers that I do for squatting. So swipe if you want to see those tips. First, before you squat, decide whether you're squatting low bar or high bar. High bar is when the barbell is placed above your traps and rests around your upper shoulders. This is pretty common squatting technique and you may see this often in your typical gym. Low bar is when the bar is placed below your traps and along your upper back. It is less common unless you're an avid lifter / power lifter, as you would probably not have known about this, just like me. It can be a little uncomfortable at first to get the bar in the right position, but most people can squat more weight in this position. So first, choose your bar placement, whether it's low bar or high bar, and remember, do what is most comfortable to you. Once you have decided on a bar placement, that usually dictates your hand placement. First, pick a position that will feel comfortable on your back. Everyone is anatomically shaped different, so a wider position might be more suitable, but placing your hands a little wider than your shoulder width is most common. I like to put my pinky, however, on the second outer ring from the center, as I find this allows me to get under the bar more comfortably. And I like to use a suicide grip where I do not use my thumbs to hold the bar with my fingers. I could just use my fingers to hold the bar in place. I use a suicide grip when squatting because I find it allows me to tuck my shoulders and elbows without placing a lot of strain on my elbows on the dismount. Using a normal grip sometimes causes elbow discomfort for me, and I find suicide grip helps with that. Find the grip that works for you. Some people only use 3 fingers, some people do it a bunch of different ways, but no matter what it is, once you find the grip tight onto that bar. The position of your feet when squatting is very important. A good stance will be about shoulder width apart for the average person, and most people can usually find the foot stance that works for them by doing a bodyweight squat. What is important for you will depend on your anatomy, and find what stance works. Is it narrow, wider, or shoulder width? All depends on your body, so do what's comfortable. However, your feet should not be pointing straight. Try to tilt them at least 30 to 45 degrees so that they follow the flow of your knees. As you can see here, when I squat and my toes are pointed straight, it's hard for me to get depth. But when I point them to about a 30-45 degree angle, I'm able to go deeper and I am able to follow that flow. So like a well-known powerlifter once said, spread your taint. This means keep your knees pointing outwards and keep your legs from caving in when you're doing a squat. So tilt those toes at least 30-45 degrees. Once you have the bar placement figured out along with your hand placement, get under the bar while keeping your hands in place. Try to keep yourself evenly distributed between the bar. When you're ready to lift the weight, take a deep breath, contract your core or stomach as if someone is about to punch you and pull the bar down towards you. Pretend to be pulling the bar as if you're trying to bend it. Do not just lift the bar without staying tight. Keep your spine as sturdy as possible even before you're about to squat. Use some leg drive as you see here to lift the weight. Take a deep breath, contract your core, and hold that breath while you walk it out. So remember, deep breath, brace core, pull bar down, stay tight as you dismount to walk it out. While holding your breath and staying tight, walk it out slowly and try to take minimum amount of steps, at least 1 to 2, maybe 3. Don't overwalk it out or do not move too quickly, because remember you have potentially a lot of weight on your back. So if you're moving quickly, that weight could be shaking, causing you to use unnecessary energy that could have you tired, or you could also be tipped and then unbalanced before you even begin your squat. So take it easy on that walkout and do it nice and controlled, slowly. Once your foot placement is figured out and you are ready to descend into a squat, you will repeat the same steps used for the dismount. Take a deep breath, brace your core tightly, pull barbell downwards to hold in place, and squat. Here is an example of what it looks like. Remember to hold your breath in and stay tight during the entire duration of your rep, and only breathe out at the top when you are done moving. This is to keep your spine reinforced. The last thing to do is to repeat these steps every time you do a squat, no matter how much weight is on the bar. Repetition is key, so that is drilled into you. And that is the basic cues to squatting. Hope you enjoyed this video, and like I said, repeat the steps over and over again until it becomes a part of you, so that every time you squat, you don't even have to think about it anymore.